Elizabeth Martin, Ward 3, Grand Woodlands area. My question is more concerning the safety aspect. I'm looking at the map, and I've actually walked through that park area. Number one, the emergency access for emergency vehicles. If a child becomes injured, it's a little bit difficult unless they have access through that gate and can get through to the back area. And number two, it's a beautiful forested area. And without going into too much detail, because of the ranging age of company, all kinds of suspicious activities could be going on in those woods that people aren't aware of. And without it being supervised, you could have lurkers, voyeurs, and worse in the area. I've walked around some of the wooded area and stuff and realized that it's fairly secluded. So there is that aspect that there is a minimal visibility from a lot of spots where the actual park is going to be. And I have a little bit of concern in that it is beautifully secluded, which means it's open to all kinds of potential problems. It's just something that you may want to consider when you go out there and have another look at it. I know that Earl Hag isn't suitable, but one thing about Earl Hag area, it's wide open. There's streets there, there's traffic, there's easy, quick access for emergency vehicles. Just some thoughts.
We can, one of the things that we do, and it is a very real concern when you have areas, and we deal with this on a regular basis, in parks and open spaces where it is secluded. And when we design parks or we're involved in designing parks, one of the things that we spend our time on and our staff are trained on is it's called CEPTED, which is crime prevention through environmental design. And there are a number of well-established, scientifically proven aspects of that we have to take into account whenever we're designing a public space or identify it. It is one of our first considerations always. And CEPTED is something that we always would and could look at. I have to be honest, I'm reaching a point where at 50, where I'm out running, and I've had a couple of times on the trails where I've been thinking, if I drop here, I'm in big trouble because there's no way to get to me, and how do you tell them where it is? We actually, through our fire department and our police department, the fire department does a lot of that work, are very aware of those issues. Our park staff, fire departments have keys to access all of those gates, so it is never a concern. If the fire department had a concern about their ability, or the ambulance, their ability to be able to access, we would know immediately. They will tell us. Over and over and over again, they will tell us. And then we will make sure that the best possible option is available. But it is open, and it is, I've been to enough events there, from hot air balloon risings to hikes and bikes and everything else. And there's always vehicles that make it through the gate and have access to that area. Go ahead.
Bob McGuire. I live out in Briar Park right now, but I spent most of my life at home down in Westdale here. I grew up down here. I know all about the area. And the park fellow from the Parks Board, he said many, many years ago he thought it might have been a brush dump. It was brushed up 50 years ago, but that's that. And there's a lot of people in this room who knows exactly what's going on over there and what's under the ground. Now, you were saying about excuse me, before I get into other things, you're answering questions where everybody comes up and talking, but nobody gets anything about Barry Greenfield when you ask about why isn't there a 7-minute thing for the presentation for the preservation of the Waterworks Park.
We're doing a public consultation in this format. Everybody has an opportunity to come speak and present in an equal format.
Well, everything, the fellow said all kinds of things about the bike park.
You're just chewing up your 5 minutes.
I know, and he's timing me right there. Okay, you know what, you're not going to answer his question or anything for him, and this is one-sided. When he was talking,
here is the answer to.
You're chewing up my 5 minutes.
This is an open forum that people come and speak at. There is no provision for people to be presenting videos. Regardless of what one individual's choices or desire is, that's not what this is about. So what is...
Okay, well, I'll carry on, and I don't know,
I'll give you 20 extra
you're talking
seconds.
pretty slow, though, thank you.
I'll give you 20 extra seconds.
Now, under that, where the proposed part where you want to put it, it's all logs, brush, everything, nothing. Well, look over there, there's nothing growing there. You cannot build anything. If you want to talk about bad soil, Earl Haig has got a heck of a lot more better to build underneath there than it does over there. As I tell you, I guarantee you, last year, most people in this room, you can't build on what's under that ground right there. But that's one point where you're talking about soil, checking soil out, it doesn't fly. And a park is a park, like there's one outside this door, that's a park. This, what's over there is not a park. The Waterworks Park, where the baseball park is, and the soccer park, that's a park. Over there where the park, where the paths are, everyone walking there, that's where the people, everybody can do that, walk through and enjoy the birds and the deer, and it's full of animals over there. Everybody can do that, but the bike people, there's only a few people that ride bikes. They won't be able to, when you guys said, for everybody to enjoy it. Well, everybody can enjoy bikes. And, there are a few other odds and ends and, I can't be going right now with there, but I'm just saying that most people here at the park over there is, everybody can enjoy it. My other friend there, he can say there, he's seen all the deer, he works there, I've worked over there for all my life, and we've seen the deer and the birds come eat out of your hand. Bike park over there, you know, there'll be 10 people riding in the bike park and the other 40 or 50 waiting. They're going to be racing to all the paths and this and that and everything. That's what they like. Paths, I would like that too if I was on a bike. But, sorry, but there's a lot of people, I don't know how many meetings you've had that this many people show up at. But a lot of people feel on both sides, I would suppose. But a bike park, yeah, we'll have to get a bike park somewhere. Kitchener, they got their dump facility. They got a bike park, a splash pad, everything going on for what's going on there. Earl Haig's got a splash pad already made there for the kids. They can bike, they can splash pad, the lazy river. You say, well, the dirt getting into filters, that doesn't fly either and all the things. But not, no. When it comes to soil, Earl Haig's got a heck of a lot better than what's over there where you want to build it. And you guys are, well, it sounds like a done deal. You've already pushed it through. You say, going into a park is why you didn't have to talk to anybody. I really don't like any of that stuff. And when Barry said, asked about that, you guys let the bike park put a big presentation on, but not the other side, saying what nice park it is. That's not very, very good at all. Thank you.
Okay. Next.
That's good. No problem.
Already said, everybody gets equal treatment, which means no cheering. Well, that's good.
Sorry.
My name's Terry Johnson. I live right on the corner, just before you go into the Waterworks Park. Beautiful property. Water treatment plant owns a vacant lot next to me. I've had deer, geese, you name it, rabbits, everything in my backyard. Now, can you explain to me, if they build that bike park down there, where is the wildlife going to go?
What?
This is a 220-acre park.
So why are they in my backyard?
And because one of the things that we deal with from our staff on a regular basis is the deer love the grass in the baseball and soccer field. But it's one of the first places they go. Strangely enough, they've adapted to the development that's there and are actually benefiting from it and growing.
How long did it take to come back?
And we've been dealing with it in other aspects of deer coming into other areas. They're not going to be, there's no habitat, meaning there's nowhere for them to sleep or live. They're not lying down to go to bed. They're going to their normal location. They might be grazing there, but we also know that more than likely they're grazing in other locations.
But it seems like that you're pushing them further and further and further away. Where are they going to go?
This area, where the bike park is, that area just would be the upper area to the north of it, is one of the busiest areas for launching hikes and bikes and other charitable events that go through there. It's been and is mowed and maintained. There isn't anything that's being displaced, deer-wise in that case, because there isn't any use of it other than passing through and maybe foraging.
But what I'm saying is, the park in itself is such a heritage park that you can walk down a grass trail with your kids and you can see deer standing from here to the wall.
I know, I see it.
Are you going to see that after the bike park's in?
Yes, absolutely, without question.
Was the year when they built the sewer plant and they all went away
Sorry,
for 40
we
years?
can go through this, but this is done. Parks are done on a regular basis in this kind of environment, and we manage it that way. So, where did that come from?
Orange hat.
Get out of the room.
I'm glad to leave.
Out.
Put a deer in your backyard, son.
Someone over there keeping an eye on it.
Who was that?
Obviously a gangster.